Okay, I am using, this is super bulky 6-weight yarn. I'm using a 10mm crochet hook. You could go all down to as small as an 8mm if you like. I chained 120 for a 74-inch long scarf. It took one skein to make it 7 inches wide. You can make it as long as you like. I'll make it a little shorter. You can. I'm super tall, so I like to make it long. The 120 is to get 74 inches. If you want to make it smaller, or if you want to make this into a blanket instead, it's any multiple. It doesn't matter. There's just whatever number you want to chain. All right, so for the very first row, it's just going to be single crochet. This is the only row of single crochet. Skip the first chain, come into the second one. I like to come in the back bump. You don't have to do that. You can go in the front if you like. And we're just going to make a single crochet, and same thing. I'm going to turn it over, find my back bump. This just helps it, the first row to look very similar to the last row. You won't notice any difference. All right, continue on. This is going to be your whole row. And I'll meet you at the end of the row. This is how it'll be looking. Okay, at the end of row 1, this is just a sample size, just to show you the pattern. You're going to chain 2, turn your work, and this row, it's a 2-row repeat. This row will be linked double crochet. So you have 2 chains, come into the chain that's closest to your work, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, and come into that very first stitch right there. Yarn over and pull through. Now it's just going to be like a regular double crochet. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And here's what makes it linked and what helps to create a solid fabric, no holes. See this horizontal bar? This is your stitch. Come down below that, you'll have a horizontal bar here. Come into that. It's just like you were coming into the chain. Yarn over and pull through, 2 loops on your hook. Come into the next stitch. Right there. Pull through, and now complete a double crochet. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you'll see this line forming. For me, it's easier to work vertically with this stitch. Go into that bar, pull through, go into the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. All right, think you got it? Go down the whole row with your linked double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end of my. I've completed row 2, which is my first row of the linked double crochet, which I really like. It's a nice tall stitch, but look, it doesn't leave any holes or gaps. All right, row 3 is the second of our 2-row repeat. Turn, but don't make a chain. That's going to help keep your edge straight. All right, so this is going to be your first stitch right here. And we're going to do a half double slip stitch. It's just like making a half double crochet. Yarn over, go into the stitch, pull your yarn through. You have 3 loops on the hook, but now instead of yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops, you're just going to take that very first loop and you're going to pull it through the last 2 loops, and that's your slip stitch. And that's what makes the pretty design on the back side of it. yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, pull that first stitch through. Try to keep it a little bit loose so it's easy to work into with your next row. Okay, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull through, 3 loops on your hook. Make sure that you pull that loop up nice and high and pull it through your last 2 loops. And that's what gives you this little twisted stitch. The link double crochet looks different on the back side. This is how it looks. The link double crochet on the front has that line, and on the back side it has more of a bumpy texture. Okay, so continue on with the rest of your half double crochet slip stitch. Pull it up high and pull through. Continue on and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I am at the end of my row 3. Remember, it's going to be a repeat of rows 2 and 3. Pull that last stitch in nice and tight. Chain 2 to start your first linked double crochet. Come into that chain, pull through, go into your first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and just complete a double crochet. Sorry if the video sounds a little different in the beginning and now. I forgot to put my microphone on until just now. Usually I'm loud enough. Okay, come into that horizontal bar, pull through, go into that next stitch, pull through, yarn over, and complete a double crochet. So from now on, you just have a repeat of row 2 and 3. So it's linked double crochet. You start with a chain of 2 and then the half double slip stitch, and you start your row with no chain. This is that nice little twist that you get with that half double slip stitch. I think that's so pretty. So continue on. I made 11 rows total. I ended on the half double crochet slip stitch row, and then I went on to make the pom-poms with my clover pom-pom maker. And I'm not going to show you how to make the pom-poms because there's lots of videos out there on how to do that, but I will show you how I altered the ends here and attach the pom-poms. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so to attach your pom-poms, you're going to find the middle of your head. Here's your front. It's also really pretty on the back. You could choose that as your front if you prefer. I just like this twisty stitch here. So pull it together, find the middle. Oops, stop that from shaking. Okay, and now you're just going to pull these. You want that to be your point. So in the back, you're just going to sew. You can sew it all the way up if you like. You don't have to. Just sew it together right here. That would be fine, and that's where you're going to attach your pom-pom. And you'll do that on both ends. It's right there in the middle. Okay, I'm just simply going to stitch these edges together. If you don't have a needle, a tapestry needle, that's okay. Just use a smaller hook and crochet the ends together with slip stitches. And really you can just do this one. You don't have to go all the way down if you don't want to. I am going to, and I'm just going to use a whip stitch. Just going to grab one loop there. Oh, my nail polish is really sparkly in this bright light. Get the tail out of there. I'm going to weave that in when I'm finished. Just grab one loop on one side, one loop on the other side, and just stitch it up. Like I said, or just use a smaller hook. Go on the inside here. No one's going to see this. I'm going to go all the way down and fasten off and weave in my end, and then do the same thing on the other side. You'll have a little pocket here. You could put some tissues or some lip gloss. That'd be handy. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I have my pom-pom. I haven't finished trimming it up. I will say this blanket yarn leaves a lot of fuzz. You might want to get a matching yarn in a 4-weight yarn and do your pom-poms, but they all leave some amount of fuzz. But I still need to go back in and trim some of these pieces. So I left a pretty long string here at the end of my pom-pom, and I'm simply going to come in right here at the point. Come on through, and I'm just going to tie it on 3 times. 3 times the charm. 2, 3, and then I'm just going to weave those ends into my the end of my scarf. And there's your big pom-pom. Isn't that cute? All right, I still need to make my other pom-pom, finish the other side, and I'll show you what it looks like. So soft. You will love wearing this. It wraps around your neck all the way around and back down again. Oh my goodness, that's cute. Okay, I will be back in a minute just to show you the finished product. Well, I hope you enjoyed that pattern. I am off to make a matching hat, so I'll be back with that tutorial soon. You can find this and all of my free written patterns at www.I-crochet.com. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave any comments. I love to look at my comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you have any issues, let me know, and I'll do what I can to help you out. Thanks for watching.